Hi, and welcome to the LesParis.com podcast. I'm Les. This podcast is a short daily monologue that you can listen to. Use it to practice listening to English. Use it to stimulate ideas. Use it for BGM.
Well, hello again, and welcome to the Les Paris podcast. Today, in episode 90, we're going to talk about science fiction, which is a nice follow-up from episode 89 yesterday when we talked about stargazing. Stargazing inspired science fiction, I think. Science fiction. Well, there's a big topic. I like watching science fiction movies. When I was a boy, I really fell in love with Star Wars. Now when I go back and watch the old Star Wars movies, I don't like them quite so much. I also enjoyed Star Trek movies. I have to confess, though, I didn't really enjoy the Star Trek TV show or the Doctor Who TV show. As you can see in this podcast, I'm just listing out names of science fiction titles. Science fiction was born in people's minds, but it isn't just fiction. Of course, it is fiction, but a lot of the science fiction authors will argue that their writing is true literature. It explores human values and conflict and deep themes, not just space aliens that are attacking people. Of course, space aliens attacking people is fun. There's lots of action there. And a lot of science fiction is action. But there's also a lot of drama out there and deeper themes. One of the ones that's really famous is Dune. Dune has been made into a movie twice already. And I wonder, they might make it into a movie a third time in the future. It's a massive piece of work. It's a big book. I've tried to read it twice, but honestly, I just couldn't get into it. It's a slow start, and I need to be more patient with myself. Writing science fiction is interesting, and taking movies of science fiction, well, that would be even more interesting because, well, I gotta confess, I really like special effects. When I was a boy, I couldn't wait for the new movie, and I couldn't wait for the new developments in special effects. They're big in science fiction, as you can imagine. How about you? What's your take on science fiction? Well, that brings us to the end of this episode 90 of the Les Paris podcast. We talked about science fiction. Let's stay in the realm of fiction and move on to anime tomorrow. Be sure to come back and listen as I talk about anime.